You want the golf buddy. You want the snow bunny. I get the man. However, with a face like me and you, with a face that only a mother could love, it's a bit hard. Which is why your friend who says, "Oh man, just be confident." Those who grew up attractive their whole life, they can't really relate to your situation. You and me, we can't just be confident. It ain't no damn light switch we can turn on and off. It's something we have to work upon. But like Mr. West once said, this ain't no disability.
That's my superpower, nigga.
You and me, we a superhero. And here's why. Let's think of confidence like a tower. If me and you were given that tower, it would look like a micro penis. Because we don't have much things to be confident about. But the guy who was born in a trust fund family, the guy who has Jeff Bezos as his father, he won't really have an issue with confidence. However, the problem arises the moment he starts to get older. You see, those who never had to build their confidence will not know how to maintain it when it starts to crumble. But people like me and you, because our tower looks like it's a small pee, we had to build it from the ground up. The moment we decide to improve ourselves is the moment we lay the first brick down on the foundation of the tower. And eventually the tower will start to grow bigger and bigger. Just like my pee when I see the golf buddy. And as the tower starts to get bigger, so does our confidence. And the great thing is, because we work on our physique, the money we earn is earned by our hard work. Even if it all goes down one day, even if it all crumbles, we know how to build it back up again. But those who never had that privilege of suffering can never have the ability to build it back up once it starts to crumble. Secondly, because we had to build for everything, gratitude comes naturally to us. Like I said before, you can't be grateful unless you have been through different spectrums of life. It's not about how long you've been alive, it's about the amount of life you have lived. That's why the guy who is 30 years old living with his parents, playing COD every day, he won't be grateful for his position compared to the boy who's only 10 years old helping his parents out in a third world country. Even though that boy has 20 years lesser time on earth compared to the other guy, the amount of life he has lived is 3 times more than the other guy. Do you get the man? Am I rambling? Am I Mr. Yappity Yap Yap? And those who are born attractive their whole life, it's difficult for them to see life in any other way. For them, a normal day-to-day life is being complimented, having people crush on them. But for us, that's not normal. That's a 1 in a million opportunity. But because we have been through different spectrums, we have been through the dark, so we can now see the light. We appreciate being in the light. If your friend Jacob has never eaten bread before, and you tell him, try this piece of bread. This piece of bread is the best piece of bread I ever tasted in my life. And I don't know whether that's true. But if Jacob has never experienced any piece of bread before, it could taste like it came out of Gordon Ramsay's kitchen, or it can taste like it came out of Joe Mama's ass. But it won't really make a difference. Why? Because he has no spectrum to compare it to. It could taste bad, and he would say, maybe this is just how bread's supposed to taste like. Or it could taste good, and he could say, maybe this is just how bread's supposed to taste like. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you right now want to change yourself, I'm not going to give you anything specific for you to change because I don't know you personally, but I really hope that you do make 2026 your year. Most people, their goal for 2026 is to do what they set out in 2025, that they planned in 2024. And that's kind of gay if you think about it. If you want to change yourself, all you gotta do is look in the mirror right now and ask yourself, what is something that you're lacking? Are you proud of the man looking back at you? If you're not, then something has to change. And nothing changes if nothing changes. I know that sounds kind of corny, but it's true. If you don't do anything about it, 2026, 2027, you might as well skip to 2030 and you'll still be the same guy today. The problem is, me and you, we ain't young anymore. We don't have another year to just let it slip by like that. We don't have another year to just play games again. You have to be impatient of your goals. I'm not saying to be impatient of the progress. You have to be patient with the progress, knowing that it will come eventually, but you have to be impatient with the process. If you want to do it, don't start tomorrow. Don't start the week after. You might as well make 2027 your year. Delay it again. Do it tonight. Do it right now. You want to suck that cock?